Hey everybody, I wanted to go ahead and do a video on my Johnson 6 and 2 Thunderbolt amplifier. This was an amplifier E.F. Johnson made in the late 50s. It is for 6 meters and 2 meters. It is a very interesting amplifier. They only had about 260-ish of them made. They are highly looked for. They are very touchy, and there is very little to no information currently out there about them. Like I have said many times before, I like to go through and do videos on things, pieces of equipment that either don't already have a video for them, or maybe give a little bit more in-depth information and a tune-up procedure for all of them. This amplifier, whenever I first received it, the corners here had been painted black. I don't know why that had been done, but for some reason somebody felt the need to do that. And the band switch was non-existent. Whenever I got it, I can only imagine that somebody toasted the band switch at some point and it flopped. What they ended up doing is they hardwired it for 2-meter operation only and just kind of left it at that. What I have done is I have replaced the original switch that was non-existent with a vacuum relay. I have a 3-position switch, just as what would have been on the original one. And I have a voltage multiplier circuit working off of the filament supply, powering the coil to the relay. What I want to do here real quick is show you guys the tune-up procedure. We are going to start real quick. I'm going to pan and show you guys the different controls and what they do. This is a meter. This is the switch. It goes grid, screen, RF out, volts, ISS, and off. This is the on-off switch. The little lamp for it is out, so I'm going to have to get a new light bulb. This is the plate on-off switch. This is the plate tuning dial. Tune, CW, and linear. One of the big things about this amplifier is in CW position, this is a Class C amplifier. In the linear position, it is just that, a linear amplifier. You tune this up in the Class C mode. That is what the tune position is. The R1, R2, and R3 introduces a series of 1, 2, or 3 resistors in line with the power input coming from the transmitter. This reduces the power coming into the actual amplifier. This is your coupling control, the band switch, and the grid. One of the big things about this amplifier is very, very touchy. It is definitely not for somebody who is unfamiliar with any sort of tube equipment. And even with somebody familiar with tube equipment, there is a big learning curve to it. If you're not careful and you don't keep your eyes out, you're going to toast that band switch again. The manual suggests that you tune it up based off of the RF meter. I don't necessarily agree with that. I tune it up based off of the plate. The only reason that is because if you're not careful, that's how you're going to toast that band switch again. So what we're going to do here, I'll go ahead and show you a tune-up real quick and let you guys see how all she works. So currently, I'm going to go ahead, make sure that my grid is 100% peaked. There we go. The manual wants you to have it about 30 mils for the grid current. Now what we're gonna do is I'm going to go ahead, turn on the plate switch, and we're going to go ahead and dip the plate. I want you to understand this plate dip is very minute. There it is. I just swapped that to RF out. All right, now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna turn the plate switch off real quick, turn this to the linear position, swap this over to R1. Oh, duh, gotta turn on the plate. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, come on, there we go. Sorry, messing with the D104 to make sure I can get it to hold down the push to talk. Doing it one-handed is very tricky. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm going to adjust the coupling here. And you're gonna have to bear with me because this is a very touchy process. If you go a little too far, if you go a little too under, it is very hard to get it tuned up. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Alrighty. So right there, I'm just looking at the power meter real quick. We are at about 200 watts out. That's in AM, for anybody who may be curious. Each one of these little bars is about 200 watts, so like I said, a little under, but right about 200 watts. And that's in the linear position. I don't really like cranking this thing up all the way. It can go a little bit higher, but I get very touchy with it. I don't want to really mess with that relay or damage anything. It's just not worth it to me. And with how difficult it was to get everything set up, this thing is also very difficult to take apart. It's the classic Johnson with all the extra screws that you could possibly find. And it's just not worth it to me to have to take the darn thing apart again. I also risk breaking something or ruining the paint job that I just got done. Anyways, I hope this helps you guys out if you ever get curious on it. Definitely a very unique amplifier. Definitely something, you know, I wish there was more information out there about. And I hope anybody who may see the video enjoys it and helped you out on your journey with the antique amateur radio equipment. For now, that's it. I'll say 73s. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I'm trying to get everything squared away. I just got moved here. I moved down to Arkansas from Virginia, and getting everything squared away and set back up, that is a rough journey. So Let me know what you guys think. 73s, have a good one.